Hello everyone, hope everyone's doing well, staying safe. My name is Eric. I'll be teaching our stretch and balance class today. Just a couple things before we get started. Just because of time, we won't be able to get into a warm-up today, so it might not be the worst idea to go ahead and pause this video and get a quick warm-up in before we start the class. I would suggest a few things getting the body moving, like either a step touch for a minute or two, marches, and then some of those main full body exercises that we do, body weight squats, push-ups, to really get our blood moving, get ourselves warm before we get into stretch and balance. Another thing, if we have one, let's grab either a chair or a stool, anything really that is a comfortable height to grab if we need some balance help later on in this workout. Other than that, if we're ready, let's go right ahead and get started. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to inhale and reach to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Grab behind our elbow and stretch that tricep. Breathe in for 3, 2, 1, and same thing. Now on the other side. Reach to the ceiling. Stretch that tricep. Exhale into the stretch. And we have one more on each side. Reach, inhale, stretch, exhale, 3, 2, 1, last one, reach, and stretch that tricep, and 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice job, everyone. We're going to move on into a warrior one pose. So let's take our right leg, take a big step forward. Now we have a good bend in that right knee, and we're going to reach to the ceiling. We should be pushing our hips forward while we're keeping that right knee bent. Push those hips forward. Reach. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. Exhaling deeper into that hip stretch. Should be getting that hip flexor stretch, some calf stretch, and some hamstring stretch. And now let's take our right arm, pull it across our body, and hold 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. And we're going to switch. This time we'll take a step forward with our left leg. So step forward. Reach to the ceiling. Push those hips forward. 10 seconds again before we move on into the shoulder stretch. Really focusing on our breathing, controlling our exhales. And 3, 2, 1. Pulling that left arm across the body. Stretching the shoulder. We don't want to pull right on the wrist or right on the elbow. Let's go right for the forearm. Good controlled breathing. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome job. We're going to go on into a quad stretch. We can use the chair or stool for balance if we want. We're going to go ahead, grab above our ankle, stretch that quad. Use that chair for balance if needed. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Beautiful job. Again, grabbing just above that ankle, stretch that quad, chair for balance if we want, and hold. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome job. Now let's grab our chair or our stool, and we're going to stretch our lats and our chest. So we're going to grab the tallest part of our chair or our stool, take a few steps back, and then get your upper body as low to the ground as you can while still holding on here. So I'm going to let my upper body sink to the floor and hold this stretch. 10 more seconds. If we don't have a chair, or if this is not comfortable, we can do child's pose on the ground instead. And 3, 2, 1. Back up to our feet. Shake it out. Relax a little bit. One more time. Grab the chair. Upper body sinks towards the ground as much as we can. And hold. A little deeper with every exhale. And 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, we are good with this chair or stool for now, and we're going to make our way down onto the floor. So we're going to start with a bird dog. So we're going to start on all fours, hands and knees. Hands and knees. Now I'm going to extend opposite arm and opposite leg out in front and behind me as much as I can, and we're going to hold for 10 seconds. We can also, if we want, just extend that arm and keep that leg on the ground, or the opposite, just extend the leg and keep the arm on the ground. Either way, we want to keep that core nice and tight, and extend as much as we can. So we'll start that in 3, 2, 1, extend, holding for 10 seconds. If your leg is extended, squeeze that glute to keep the leg straight. 3, 2, 1, switch. Now we're going to extend again in 3, 2, 1, extend. Core tight, controlled breathing. We're looking good. Hold it, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done with that. Doing great. Make sure we're still controlling that breathing in between sets. Now we're going to go into a version of a plank where we have a couple different variations. So we can just hold that plank from the knees if we want. Nice and strong core. We can hold that plank up from the feet, or we can take one leg off the ground and hold right there. That's going to make your core, your arms, and your shoulders work a lot more for that stabilization. So we're going to do this twice for 10 seconds each, regardless of if we're doing one leg or not. So let's get into it. And any way we're doing it, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Hold for 10 seconds. Strong core, strong core, strong core. 3, 2, 1, and relax. If we did one leg, now this next set will be our other leg. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, up. Hold it strong, core strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done with that. Awesome job, everybody. We're gonna move into a bicep stretch. So we're on our knees here. We'll have our hands out in front of us, our palms facing away from us. So we want to get our hands all the way down onto the ground, all the way down onto the ground, and lean a little bit back to get that stretch in your biceps. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Last one on the ground here. We're moving on into a cobra stretch. So we have our hands firmly on the ground. We're going to start laying down, and then we're going to open our chest up, extend our arms, try to keep your hips on the ground, and let your abs stretch. Again, deeper into the stretch with every exhale. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we are done with this. Let's slowly make our way back up to our feet. Finish out with some balance work. So we'll start with the tree pose. So how this is going to work, we're going to put one of our foot either below or above the other knee joint. So I'll put below my knee joint right there. Hands together. And we're going to balance 15 seconds right here. If we're having trouble with the balance, it's alright to just touch that leg down to regain that balance. For more of a challenge, we can close the eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Other leg is up. Keeping that core nice and strong. We don't want to extend that back. Nice and strong. And we're balancing. Really squeeze those toes into the ground to activate all your muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We're moving on into a single leg RDL. So what this is going to look like, again, another single leg exercise. So we have one leg on the ground. I'll start with my right. Now with my left leg off the ground, I'm going to extend it behind my body while my hips hinge forward. I'm extending this back leg. Hips are hinging forward. We can do this a couple ways. We can do it just like how I did it right there, or if we need a little more help with the balance, we can grab onto that chair or stool and do the same thing, just with a little bit more help. Hold in, help ourselves with that balance. Beautiful. And our last option for that is we can hold a weight too, or anything that resembles a weight, a water bottle, anything we want in front of us to make this a little bit more of a challenge. But let's get on into that. We're going to do this one time on each leg for 15 seconds each. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Control ourselves into it. That back leg should really be fully extended. Squeeze the glute. Controlling, balancing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Shake it out. And we're going to go on to the other side. Same thing. Squeeze those toes into the ground. Extend that back leg. Hips are hinging. Try to see if we can get that body parallel with the floor. And hold. Focus on one spot on the ground in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done with that. Awesome job, everyone. We're done with our balance work. We'll move on to a few stretches to finish out, and we'll be good to go. So we're going to do a side lunge to really stretch our adductors on the inside of our leg. So we're going to take a big step to our right and sink down into our heel. Now you should feel stretch in your straight leg. If we want a little bit of balance help here, we have that chair or stool to hold on to, and that can also help us get a little bit deeper into the stretch. We want to keep both of our feet flat on the ground. We don't want to lift our toes up. We're going to hold for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Same thing. Now we're taking a big step with our other leg. Sink the hips down and back. Hold if we need. We're getting a good stretch on the inside of our leg. We're holding it 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We are almost there. We're going to do a little stretch for our glute here. A few different options. So we're going to take one of our leg, cross it over our other knee, and sink a little bit. Should get a stretch on our glute that is up. We can also hold onto the chair, or we can do this from a complete standing, just crossing one leg over the other, both feet on the ground, and then pushing your hips to the side that your back leg is. So my left leg is back, so I'm pushing my hips to my left. So anyway we're doing that, let's hold that right now. Sink back, get that glute stretch, 10 seconds. Again, controlling your breathing, exhaling deeper into the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Last one. Switch sides. Sink the hips back. Get that good stretch in the glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Last stretch that we have here for our obliques. We can do this either standing or from our knees. I'm going to do it from my knees just because my ceiling's a little bit low. But from the knees, I'm going to grab a forearm, pull above the head. My arm is straight, but I'm pulling it up. And then since I'm pulling on my left arm, I'm going to lean my whole body to my right, the other way. Get a good stretch in our obliques here. Gonna hold for 10 more seconds. Good controlled breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Last one on the other side. Grab the forearm, pull straight up, and lean the other way. Get that good stretch. Find our breathing, control our heart rate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. That is all we have for our stretch and balance class today. I hope we all got it in. Hope we're all feeling good, staying safe.